Yo, this is my guy Dante Pirtle speaking on his new album, Don't Be a Hero. You don't want to miss it.
Why I called it Don't Be a Hero,
Yeah.
because I figured almost everybody is like engulfed in a superhero story right now, which I thought would be really helpful. And B, the fact is, my best friend, when he passed away, was really the fact that he didn't feel like he was man enough to just continue.
Mm.
Like almost everything that was happening to him, he said, and I quote, "I've made my peace with death."
Mm.
So when the pandemic happened, it really hit me hard to the core. And I just kept thinking about my own, not only my own demise, but how exactly would I help somebody else get through another
That's
day?
really what artistry is, right? You look at
Yeah.
some of the best artists, and you can see a bit of their life thrown into it, and then they kind of either expand or exaggerate or whatever it is, but they flesh the whole thing out. And then we get what we get, and then we find out, oh, this artist was really attached to this concept because it really drove them because it was like something traumatic or something exciting or something. So that's being a real artist to me, not just pulling stuff out of the air and being, like let's this thing that I'm feeling, how do we
Mm,
express this in a way where it's true to what I'm feeling, but it's like in a I don't want to say a cinematic way, but a like
right.
beginning to end way where it's understandable. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, here's the thing, and I kind of bring that to fruition. I kind of put it in I put it in the album too, which was um I a quill with the purest flow. But my actual friend, who is Anthony, he guys goes by the rap name Aquil. In Minneapolis, he goes by DJ
Mhm.
Aquil. But every time I collaborated with him and we write bars and we're kind of on a track, he always goes to me going, "Okay, Dante, what's the point of this?
Yeah,
I understand like you got raps, you got bars, and it's cool, but what's the point of this?"
yeah.
And that's really where I kind of clicked and kind of really thought about everything I was doing. Because before I was doing exactly what you were saying.
Mhm.
I was just tossing
Yeah,
something
yeah.
from the sky and just
Mhm.
putting something out there, believing somebody was going to listen to it. And when I really sat and thought about it, I'm like, why can't I make a record that was just that deep? I've
Yeah,
never done that before.
yeah.
This is like the last record I do have, which is on my Bandcamp called The
Mhm.
Hell I Know, which kind of slowly progressed to what you're hearing as far as Don't Be a Hero.
Mhm.
But it was more of the I can create a concept and make something like that deep. But then again, I thought, what if I can make something on a cinematic level that gets people a lot more engaged? So
Gotcha.
the, the track has the album has a lot of tracks. I'm not
Yeah,
even gonna lie about it.
yeah.
Is it lengthy? Yes, but
But
here's the thing. I personally think it's my professional opinion that when you have that much emotion, it kind of makes
mm,
makes it absolutely worth
I know you said you're inspired by the universe,
it. Yes, I
but
am.
there had to be somebody who, when you started to pick up the pen, you was like, I
Mm.
want to be like that guy.
You know, for years I have thought about which artist, and to be real, it's like I've had multiple artists. I will
Okay.
say not one particular artist, but I'll say particular styles.
Mm,
And for me, it was always the lyrical rappers.
I can hear
And
that.
I don't mean like simply just those who are simply just on a freestyle kick. I mean like when you have like a solid concept and it's basically the lyricism is like so maddening that it f's with your head consistently. Case in
Mhm.
point, like I'm thinking about those early days where I was listening to Soundbomb in Volume 2, and I'm
Mm,
basically like on the bus and
mm,
I'm thinking of Eminem's like first track. Original
mhm.
bad boy in your case, cover your face, came into place, blowed and sprayed puffy with mace. I lace the weed with the sec repel it, but check to smell it. Eminem starts with E, but to check to spell it with a capital. Somebody grab me a Snapple. I got an asthma castle trapped in my Adam's apple. Those
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah,
lyricist
yeah, yeah.
kind of
Gotcha,
moments.
gotcha.
Now, there are other like lyricists out there. I mean, you got Bossa that's out there. You got
Yeah,
Common Sense that's out
yeah,
there. You
yeah, yeah,
got Q-Tip that's out
yeah.
there. You got even Black Thought.
You
I'm
know,
just
you know,
tossing
you know.
like
I didn't want to say that, but the rapper you reminded me most of was Tip.
mm,
It
Tip.
was it was Q-Tip. It was Q-Tip.
Okay,
Not
okay.
not no, look. I'm gonna tell you, not in a nasally, not like yo, you have the same tone, not like you
Uh,
have the same cadence. You're a lot more wordy, you got a lot more bars. It's not that. It's the when I turn on not Midnight Marauders, when I turn on Low End Theory,
ooh,
right?
really?
In that first song, the way he breaking it down, I feel like that's similar to your style. You know what I'm saying? Back in the
Really?
days
That's
when I was a
flattering,
teenager,
bro.
before I had status and before I had like that, I feel like that. But yeah. So that was just my I'm always weird with my comparisons in hip hop, but later on people kind of get it. So
I, I appreciate that, bro. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's
yeah,
nice to hear.
right, no
Low
doubt.
end theory.
Yeah, no, that's my shit.
I
I ain't
gotta
gonna lie,
hear.
that's my top album of all time, by the way. That's
I
my
got it on
personal
wax.
favorite album. Okay.
I got it on wax right now.
Okay.
So that's why
Okay.
I'm really sitting there thinking like, damn.
Okay. How do you feel about albums that came out this year? I don't know if you've been listening to
Hmm.
anything. I don't know if you heard that JID album, that Clips album, that Freddie Gibbs album.
The
Those are some of my
Clips. I
favorite
heard the
albums.
Clips album.
Yeah, yeah. Clips album was super good, right?
It's
That was
decent. It's decent.
I think that made people really pick up a pen again that felt like they could knowing that Pusha and Miles are 48 and 52.
Yeah,
And Miles is doing his best rapping he's ever done, in my opinion. Ever.
fair.
Like he's
That's
like a
fair kind of
level
me.
above him, his old self. And it's like, wow, if we got something to say, we can really just do it. We don't gotta I never bought into this it's a young man's
As
game
somebody
because
who has been a Black Student Alliance president,
yeah.
there is a lane of history that you kind of need to have when rocking a mic.
Mm,
Now, I'm not saying that you can't just up and spit and freestyle when you can. I mean, absolutely, like have the energy when you can. But
yeah,
there's a lane of energy
yeah,
that you really seem to manifest the older you are. Like you carry that little bit of history in like on the back of your head
mm,
every time you rock a mic. It isn't necessarily like I'm just here to be cool with you. Like, no, I literally got something to say for you, and
yeah,
the history I have is really going to come out of my words now
yeah.
as opposed to simply just doing this because I want to impress you. It's like maybe it's just the age that's really getting
No,
at
no,
me.
no, no. It's like that, and that's what was so special about somebody like Tupac because he carried that so early.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I
real.
mean? It's like he didn't really have any like meaningless words. He didn't, but at the same time, people would tell you, "Oh, he was a marginal lyricist." Yeah, because it's like when I'm working with people, when I'm teaching people. Like I had this guy from Australia.
Yeah,
I was teaching him how to rap, and he was rapping. I said everything he said. I said, "Yeah, but what are you saying?"
yeah,
I hear what you're saying, but what are you saying? Just
yes,
say what you're saying sometimes.
that's
You
real.
get
Nope,
what
you're
I'm
right.
saying? So I get that. I
Absolutely.
get that. But I think it's more than that though. I don't know how much you get into production and engineering and stuff. I
Mm.
think it's too synthesized to even feel anymore. And it's think about it. It's really no samples. The drums are totally different. Everything is super
Yeah.
synthesized, and then it's mixed cold instead of warm. Like nothing sounds like summertime. Remember how warm that record felt? Like, you get what
Mm.
I'm saying? These records are
Yeah.
really cold the way they mix. So it's a lot that goes into it, even sound. Do you feel like you're a hobbyist at this point, or you like, yo, this is going to be a national thing or a regional thing at some point?
You know, I keep saying that about each and every last bit of art I've done.
Mm.
I'm an award-winning executive producer.
Hey.
I am an award-winning like actor, at least in the Twin Cities area. And as far as the music is
Mhm.
concerned, I just think of it as another part of the three corners that I have, like when it comes to the arts, the music, the theater, and the film. It's like one of the actual corners. So I will say it really does depend on the people. If they feel it and they dig it and they want me to honestly do more with it, I will do more with it.
Mm.
I can only do so much with it. I'm not going to be able to do it forever.
Yeah.
I would love to keep doing it and continue with it, but
Yeah.
it really does come down to what the people like and how exactly they feel about it. And if they message me and go, "Hey Dante, we want to hear
Mhm.
another record from you. You got any more of this, or you got another play you're working on, or you got another movie you're working on?"
Yeah.
It really does come down to what exactly the people want. I mean, I will do as much, and that's the thing about an artist is that we could say it's a hobby, but when you love it so much, it's like my girl Val that I'm actually rocking with here in
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Like she literally put on a show and not get a dime in return.
Mm.
That's love right there.
Yeah,
Like when
man.
you have that much heart
Yeah.
for something that you truly believe in. And for me, that's what hip hop is for me. I do
Yeah.
something I truly believe in, and I haven't been paid a lot of money for it. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily get like checks out the door. I'm
Yeah.
trying to work on that right now
Yeah.
because I truly believe in this record, Don't Be a Hero, because I feel like it's the most positive thing that I've done.
Mm.
So in a way, when I give this energy that what's the word I'm looking for? Encouragement energy, like inspirational energy to the people. I don't treat it as a hobby. I treat it as a part of my life, if that
Exactly.
makes sense.
Yes,
And
yes.
that's the thing that really does get me as far as, being a rapper and being an MC. And I think like, the rapper in some ways can be that entertainer, but as an MC, you can spit, but that spit that you have should be a part of you.
Off camera we talked, and I said you're quite a journeyman. I just want to shout out some of the stuff you do. So
Yeah.
first and foremost, you served in the U.S. Navy.
The Air Force,
Right.
Air Force.
I mean, I'm sorry, the Air Force. So like
Oh, good.
for your
Okay.
service, you have done film.
Yes, I have.
You've written,
I've written at least a few plays. I am a playwright. Yes.
and you've taught at a university.
Yes, I have.
North Carolina,
No, sorry, North Dakota State.
North Dakota State. And just shout out anything else, man, because I think that like when you ran that down, it's a really interesting.
Well, put it like this:
Yeah.
I'm an individual who came from East St. Louis, Illinois. For those people who really don't know of East St. Louis, like that is like the bottom heap location in Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
So I really have crawled from the dirt, coming from
Yeah.
East St., moving to Wisconsin, moving to Minnesota, and then moving myself to New Jersey is literally a thick journey. But that being said, I don't feel like I should be stopping right now because that's what the arts is. Like it's something you love, it's something you stick with, and something you keep going with. That's why I have get focused, stay focused on my logo of the Herd Nation. That's basically what I stick to this day, man.
It's the God G Holy, man. It's Dante Pirtle, man. Thank you. I'm gonna figure out how to I'm gonna clip this up, chop it up,
Yeah.
probably be chopping it up for like a week. Make sure I get you right since I can't get the site and all that. But
Sure.
yo, man, thanks.